Ever feel like you're just drowning in clutter? You're constantly searching for something, you feel weighed down by stuff, and you just can't seem to get on top of it all? Well, you are definitely not alone. But what if I told you there's a simple, super actionable way to get that control back? Let's walk that path together, and we'll start with what's really at stake here. 1 full year. Just let that sink in for a second. According to the National Association of Professional Organizers, that's how much of our one precious life we literally waste just looking for stuff we've misplaced. A whole year we could be spending with family, working on a passion, or just relaxing. The cost of being disorganized is way, way higher than you think. So before we can even talk about a solution, we have to get honest about the problem. We're going to look at the real price we pay for living in a state of chaos and map out how we move from that constant feeling of being overwhelmed to a place of real clarity. You know what I'm talking about, right? It's that messy car where you can never find your sunglasses. It's the piles of mail on the kitchen counter. It's that nagging feeling in the back of your head that you're late, you're unprepared, that you're just not in control. These aren't just little annoyances. They're tiny energy vampires that slowly drain you day after day. Okay, now let's flip the script. Imagine the total opposite. When you're not constantly fighting that low-level stress, what do you get back? We're not talking about perfection here. We're talking about freedom. It's more time for the people you love. It's less background noise in your brain. It's a huge boost in your productivity and, yeah, your confidence. It's this deep sense of peace and control. And this isn't a fantasy. It's totally achievable. So, how do we get there? Well, before we even think about touching the physical clutter, we have to win the battle that's going on inside our own heads. The journey to an organized life, it doesn't start at the container store. It starts with a change in your mindset. And that inner battle, it really just boils down to these two forces. On one side, you've got discipline. It builds organization, which gives you self-control, and that ultimately leads to success. But on the other path, you've got procrastination. It just feeds the disorganization, which makes you feel out of control and, you guessed it, leads to failure. These are the two roads, and we get to choose which one we walk down. And let's get one thing straight about procrastination. It's not just you being lazy. So often, it's actually a response based in fear. We put stuff off because we're anxious about starting something new, or we're afraid we won't do it perfectly. Just realizing that it's about fear, not laziness, is a huge first step to beating it. A huge part of winning that inner battle is about embracing this idea of minimalism. We're taught to believe that getting more stuff will make us happy, but the real freedom comes from being intentional with what you have. This quote just says it all. The reality is that you need less to be happier. Happiness doesn't come from what you own, it comes from what you do with what you own. So good. Okay, so we've got our mindset right. Now we need a map. We need a simple, memorable system that's going to guide us through the actual process of getting organized. And, more importantly, staying that way. And here it is. It's called the SPSM method. Just 5 easy steps. First, you sort. Put all the like items together. Next, you purge and be ruthless. Keep only what you truly love, use, or actually need. Third, assign a home. This one's a game changer. Everything you own needs a permanent, logical place to live. Fourth, set limits. Use bins, baskets, containers. They create physical boundaries. Once it's full, it's full. And finally, maintain. This is all about the simple habit of taking a minute to put things back where they belong right after you use them. All right, let's put our new roadmap into practice. We're going to apply this method to the 2 biggest clutter monsters in modern life, that never-ending flood of paper and the absolute chaos of our digital world. Yeah? Does this look a little too familiar? That I'll get to it later pile that somehow turns into a permanent fixture in your house. There is a much, much better way. The solution is all about making quick decisions. For every single piece of paper that comes into your life, you just ask 3 questions. Number 1, how can I get rid of this? Your first move should always be to trash it, recycle it, or shred it. Number 2, how can I get this done on time? If it's a bill you can pay in under 2 minutes, just do it now. If not, put it on your calendar. And 3, how can I find this when I need it? File it. That's it. It's that simple. I mean, this is the transformation we're talking about. Moving from the chaos of piles everywhere and an inbox that gives you anxiety over to the beautiful clarity of simple, effective systems. This isn't about working harder, it's about finally working smarter.
And the best part is, this exact same logic is your secret weapon for taming your digital life. Instead of letting your email run your day, you run your email. Set specific times to check it. Apply those same 3 hows to every message. How can I get rid of it? How can I get it done? How can I find it later? Delete, do, or file. That's how you take back your focus. So, we have cackled the mindset, and we've walked through the method. Now, let's get back to the whole point of this, the grand prize, the incredible freedom you get when you finally move from chaos to order. And really, this is what it's all about. Getting organized isn't about having a home that looks like it's from a magazine. It's about creating a space that actively supports your goals, your sanity, and your happiness. Your environment should be working for you, not against you. So let's boil it all down. Here's your path forward. First, recognize the real cost of clutter, your time and your energy. Second, shift your mindset. Choose discipline over procrastination. Third, use the roadmap, that 5-step SBASM method. And finally, be consistent. Seriously, just 10 minutes a day is all it takes to keep that chaos from ever creeping back in. And that brings us right back to the beginning, doesn't it? An entire year of your life that you get back from the black hole of looking for lost things. So the real question isn't, how do I get organized? The real question is, what amazing things are you going to do with that extra year you're about to get back?